Greetings guys, it's Blitzrich. Again, hope you guys are all doing well in this confusing period that we're in. Bit low sec in this video. Bit mismatch. Again, trying to do BC things, make it work for me. I was hoping to ram this Orphis, and I'm actually using a Sledo alt here, and I was hoping to maybe use a Sledo to get a scram on the Orphis and then get my Hurricane on top of it. But dude, I am horrible at multi-boxing. Like, awful. So a bit of practice trying to get better at it. I noticed that the Orphis does end up yellow boxing me at one point, and that freaks me out, so I end up just burning away my Sledo. There's probably no chance I'm going to catch our Orphis. So I'm like, alright, forget it. I'm just going to send my Interceptor away and then just like deal with my main and maybe bring him back if I need it. I was wanting to try and get on top of this Munin though. The Orphis seems to be on point, and if he has like a scram, he's again on point like he seems to be, he can just scram me off. So I believe the Orphis just like chasing my Sledo for a little bit. I'm trying to get a scram on that Munin, so I'm fairly certain if I can catch that Munin, I can brawl him down. I load Hail, explosive and kinetics, a good ammo even to shoot out a shield T2 Mimitar. So once I get a scram on him, I'm like, yes, alright, this is perfect. I'm going to keep him at range here. I'm approaching him just now, but I want to change that to keep at range so we're tracking perfectly fine here. Turn off the MWD. Again, trying to keep focusing both of my characters at once, but I'm awful at it. My Slider's just burning off, I'm not using that for anything. So I'm basically hoping to kill a Munin, then I'll kill that Saber. That's coming in, then try and catch our Orphis. That's going to be something incredibly hard to catch in something like this. Hurricane. Unless I can do something with my Sleto. So he's half shielded at this time. I'm like, alright, sweet, I'm fairly certain I'm going to kill him. Perhaps I should have baited a bit more of my reps. But we'll soon see that even if I was baiting with my reps or something, this fight is going to be over very shortly. You see the rapier? That kind of spells my end. But I'm like, alright, cool, if I can kill this Munin before I go down, I'll be perfectly happy here. Then potentially take that Saber down with me as well. But if I can come out this as positive, you know, like, this BCs, like, BCs in general, if you fit them relatively cheap, are, like, with insurance and stuff, they're cheap, man. So I'm probably losing about 50 mil from this BC loss, and if I can take a Munin down with me, I'll be pretty chuffed with that. So he's done the Sino things, there's the super, you know, the hell. So I'm like, okay, I've got a Munin, maybe I can get a Saber before I go down and just get one shot by this super carrier. Yeah, I'm playing fine. My reps, I'm like, oh, am I tanking the hell? The super? Dude, this is easy. Then I started seeing the DPS. I'm like, nope. And then we just, yeah, we go pop. Unfortunately, it's a shame. We could have got a nice fight there, but it is what it is, right? Okay, this is a Wolf versus two Thrashers who end up being Artifit. And unfortunately, they were Armor Fit too, which is really rough for me, especially since I have Phase Plasma loaded. It might have been a good shout to switch that to Explosive once I've realised that I didn't know if they were both armor. Going by the same kind of names, he was probably multi-boxing these, and I guess I should have clocked onto that. You're win for Fusion or Hail, potentially. The second Thrasher starts to pull range for me, which is rough, man. I'm also a little bit late, almost a little bit late that I saw damage control. That could have been a bit embarrassing, but killed the first one. This one's already pulled a lot of range here. Since I'm MWD, he's got a scram on me. He's able to actually pull range for me here just because he's web and maybe AB. I don't think he's AB. I think it might be MWD, web, scram. He's still able to pull range just because the base speed that the Thrasher's got, and we don't have an AB. So GF to those guys. Okay, this is really cool. This dude actually gives me a bunch of 1v1s. Before this, he fought my Scythe Fleet and an Ishkar. Mad lad. I really respect that bravery. So he comes back on a Thorax here. This is MWD dual whip. My plan is to keep him at 7k here, use my fall off to my advantage, perhaps use Void and anti-range, force him to switch to null. He seems to be a buffer fit. I seem fairly confident. I can like sort of range control this dude when I'm hitting my AB. And yeah, he goes down. So GF2 for that fight. He then comes back with AB dual web, so he's actually got range control here. And he's able to get into void range. So since I'm not able to do the whole tactic of keeping it at 7k, I orbit him 1k. If he's keeping me at like 1500 or 1k, I should be able to orbit him and get some damage through that way. Or if he's approaching me, I should be able to orbit him close like this and make get some damage, which seems to work a treat. I'm continuously neuting him. That newt probably doesn't take too much effect just because he isn't an active fit. And yeah, again, another buffer fit, and we do end up taking him down. But mad respect for those two 1v1s, man. Cheers for that. Okay, this fight's a real bad show on my part. I make a lot of bad decisions here. But let's go through it. Witness how bad I am, and hopefully in the process I can become a better PvPer. So there's two signables and a Demos. I have explosive loaded. Probably bad ammo. I was hoping that maybe these signables would be like a weird geoprop like armor signables, but most group signables or small gang signables are shields, so that's a bad shout. So once I noticed that they were pure passive fit with like shield extend and what do you call it, just like autos, I can't turn any of that off. I should have put those two news on the Demos. Bad shout, man. I checked the other signable. I'm like, I don't know. They're chewing through my XL ASB charge at this point. I'm on a timer. I need to kill something or just like cull DPS at the moment. Demos was the right choice in this situation. I started putting DPS on him, getting 2 newts on him. Had I got them on him at the start and the DPS, the newt pressure and the DPS probably would have went for this Demos. I was just so worried. Demoses are known for the incredible tank. But I should have done it, man. The signables were the wrong choice. Do not be like me. But hey, we've learned something, alright? We're at the XL ASB charge at this point. I'm not going to kill this Demos. Had you done it near the start, you may have. But we made a mistake. Your boy messed up, alright? I apologize. We will be better in the next one. Okay, I then return to Losec, a place where I'm more familiar with. And crack out the Wolf again. That's a really nice fight against this Worm. I knew going up against a Worm would be quite a rough fight, man. Especially if I had some form of AB and was able to range control me. This dude plays it sort of well, keeps me at 6k. You should have really pulled that orbit out to like 8k or further, just getting further fall off. But, you know, I'm happy if I'm staying at this kind of range. This dude did also mention I experienced a bit of lag. It was a bit laggy at the time, so that might have also factored into this fight. But, yeah, I'm still applying. It looks pretty close to this point. I haven't activated my assault damage control yet, so I'm fairly confident I can pretty much eke this. He starts to pull range at this point. I'm like, uh-oh. But he drops Scram. I'm able to activate my MWD towards him. Get a good little bit of inertia. Cracking towards him. Get a Scram. I'm pretty close to him at this point. Even if he Scrams and ABs away from me, it's going to take him a while to get away. I'm fairly confident I've got it at this point, or it's going to be an incredibly close fight, man. It's like, I know it's going to be down to the wire. We take it. So, GF, man. That was yeah. I always suspect a hard fight against Worms. Worms are pretty gnarly. So this is against our friend, Mr. Onage here. And the Artie Thrasher. He gets a huge volley off the bat, man. He doesn't have a Scram, though. He's AB dual web fit, which is quite a common Artie Thrasher fit. And that means we're able to activate our MWD. I was actually quite surprised. I thought I'd be able to be a bit more faster than what I am here. He's actually still pulling range for me. Once I get to max speed, though, I do sort of keep up with him. So yeah, I'm still able to keep an okay-ish range, but just because the Artie Thrasher is so strong, there is one volley difference in it. Had he got that next volley, we'd have lost that. So GF, man. Okay, here we get a good fight against a Kiki. Now, yeah, we do end up winning this, but the only reason we do so is because this pilot forgot his ammos, and he mentioned afterwards that, yeah, he forgot or made a mistake, right? He's using the longer range, lower tracking ammo, and that's literally the only ammo he had in his Kiki. So that's why this fight appears to look as easy as what it did. I don't even have to activate my assault damage control here. And I'm tanking with my small anti. I'm like, what is going on here? I was very confused, because this isn't usually how this should really go. I was expecting it to be quite a close fight, but not as easy as this. And the only reason it was this easy was because of the ammo type here. So we learned a valuable lesson. We do get a really nice fight as well. A rematch kind of thing. Wolf versus Wolf. The only difference in our wolves is I'm using a faction plate. He's using a either T2 or a T1. I think it might be a compact. But he's got the explosive resistance in the rigs. I have kinetic. So I have a really big explosive hole here. We're both shooting fusion at each other. I offline my MWD from the get-go to consider it for cap, you know. That's great that I do it at the start there. That might actually end to my demise though. I was also hoping that maybe had hail loaded in this tight orbit might also mess with his tracking a bit, but we're both using faction phased fusion, sorry. So yeah, I feel like I'm going to win this. The only thing that's freaking me out now is that Slicer's here, and it's really a shame that no one has an MWD to MWD towards away from this long point, and we do go down. The Thrasher's on me too. I'm like, ah, god damn it! But GF that Wolf pilot. Here we have a good 1v1 against Yukadesh, the slayer of my beloved Hookbill. And near the earlier start of the series, the one where we were trying to get to 100 kill marks. I think we're at like 95 kill marks, and he killed our Hookbill and his Hookbill, and I was distraught. But yeah, it was a good fight. So based on my tactic for most Hookbills is keeping them at 13k using javelin missiles. Because most Hookbills you see, just because of dual webs, will always use rage missiles. And that's why I do too. But you can only hit up to 12k with what's called rage missiles. So as I get to 13, it forces an ammo switch, and that 10-second reload is usually what wins you it. You see, it takes me a lot longer to get to there than what I was expecting. And I was starting to sweat a little bit. The real downside to this visual fleet is cap. Right, so if we need or forced to keep on using our small anti, just with the long point as well and the 2 webs, it's a nightmare to conserve cap here. And you notice that I'm dropping stuff. I'm complete cap dry. You know, you really need to manage your capacitor and your reps in this fit. You don't want to be taking too much damage. We do take it. It was still pretty gnarly though. GF Yukadesh there, man. But yeah, just because of the A-type AB and just how fast the vigil is. I think I'm also rocking in Source. I'm in that particular time for the 5% extra speed, and I dose to overclocker for more speed. So I see this Thrasher. I check his what guns he has. He's already, and the way that he's pulling range kind of like, yeah, he's already, which is super scary, man. Like, I do catch him just because of the extended web range, which I love the Vigil Fleet, man. Just the speed. Like, I can take another volley there, and I'm like, oh no, but we are getting close as to where we're going to start making some damage. I'm a little bit, you know, on the, it's like shaky, wondering what that Tristan's going to do. If that Tristan comes in and puts these drones in us, I'm dead. Like, Vigil Fleets are actually really squishy. I think I've only got like 4.2k EHP. And, like I mentioned, if we were forced to run our small ANSI, is a really bad time for us. So we really rely on like range control and hitting damage. So I love about the Vigil Fleet. So we do end up taking that Arty Thrasher, GF, to those 2 pilots. Okay, this is a really nice fight in Stabber against a bunch of Thrashers. I kinda figured I was going to die here, but I knew I was going to kill some of these Thrashers before I went down. So I was like, alright, sweet, this is good, this is going to be fun. So I start pulling range. I ideally want him to come into me. We've got a good fall off range, you know. I was hoping to maybe kill some as they were coming in. This seems to be MWD fit. I wasn't paying too much attention as to what guns he had. It seems to be that they're Arty. But one gets closer, and maybe they're a mix of autos and Arty, but I think they're all Arty. I make a real bad decision here. Why did I go into Maryland? I don't know. Bad decision. But I'm very quick to realize that this was such a stupid decision, and I switch on to one of the closer Thrashers. Because I need to call DPS here, man. Yeah, I'm like, you can apply very easy to Thrashers and like with medium guns, especially like 180s on like a stabber like this. It should be no problem. I guess I was smart keeping the newts on the Maryland edge. I didn't mean to do that, but turn off his guns. That's smart of me. Not meaning to do this, but yeah, I'm hoping to kill another couple of Thrashers before I go down here. There's no way I'm going to kill all these guys before I like get to a place where I'm stable, right? It's only a matter of time before my Exile ASB runs out of charges. I'm just hoping I can maybe kill this other Thrasher. Drones on in Maryland, that's a bad call, but we go down. I always get really good fights off those guys, so GF for that, man. Thanks for always giving me good fights also. For our last fight, this was really cool. So I tried to go into these guys once before, and it went a bit rough, so I came out on the same grid and then reload Exile SB. Now I was deciding to come back in. I noticed that the Swiftbow was Arty, and most of the Arty Swiftbows aren't too tanked, maybe like one medium shield extender. So I'm just going to ram him, get his DPS off the field as quickly as possible, and then get straight on the Osprey Navy. It seems to be doing some weird intosising thing. This is a weird nullsec thing that I'm unfamiliar with. So I keep this dude at 7k here, hoping to, you know, get good tracking on him. Phase Plasma, I feel like it's the right call here in this situation. Phase isn't too bad against a Swivel, I think. And I didn't want to switch ammo, so I like felt like that'd be the good ammo against the Osprey Navy. Also, so the Swivel's going down here. I've got a lot of Exile ASB charges left. I'm gonna ram, or well, try and get close to this Osprey Navy, and yeah, shoot at him. I hope I can kill him before he kills me, which is ideal. I was super happy. There's just like a perfect little fight from a little side fleet, man. I've been rolling for ages. It's like, yeah, sweet. So okay, I keep the Osprey Navy at 2.5k. I'm deciding on whether it might be smart to switch over to the Saber at this point. But I noticed that the Osprey Navy is actually folding here, and I was really surprised by it. I was expecting him to get like XL ASB charges off, or be more tanky than what he was. So I'm like, okay, let's not switch. Let's just nuke the Osprey Navy, and then I'll kill the Saber if he doesn't decide to warp off or disengage. He does start activating his reps here. Don't know if he was mid-reload the XL ASB charges, or he just started them too late. But yeah, we go through the Osprey Navy. Then I'm going to keep this dude at 7k, get perfect tracking on it, dude. Kill the Saber. So plenty of XL ASB charges left. I am very pleased. I got a nice little fight before my shift at work, you know, this morning. And got some nice loot out of this too. So yeah, GF to these gentlemen, thank you so much for that cool little fight. That was a nice little skirmish, boys. Get a nice little build out of this. It was always pleasing to. Okay, that's all the content I got for you, boys. Dude, I've been enjoying Eve so much in the last week or couple of weeks or so, man. The Eve is bumping. The filaments seems like CCP are going the right direction. Eve is wonderful. I hope you guys are having the same kind of vibes with Eve, man. Do hope you guys are all healthy, you know, stay safe in this very confusing time, like I've mentioned before, man. It's hard to do so, but, you know, just keep yourself chill. And, yeah. Okay, enjoy the rest of your evening, your weekend, boys. You know, it's Saturday, chill Sunday tomorrow. Okay, boys, take care.